is 7 years old when Luther posts his 95 Theses on the church door at Wittenberg. In this fraught climate, Etienne Dolet comes to maturity. As the book opens, he is an unwilling witness to an execution by fire of Jean de Caturce, a professor at the University of Toulouse. This event will determine the course of Etienne's life from then on. As the most brilliant and accomplished law student at the university, Etienne is chosen by his fraternity to deliver the public Latin oration in competition with representatives of the other fraternities. He wins the contest, but in the process attacks the powers that rule Toulouse, the city fathers and the Inquisition, for unchristian barbarity in executing Professor Caturce. Etienne is imprisoned and then banned from the city. He flees to Lyon, where a more liberal atmosphere reigns. He becomes a printer in a city famous for its learning and distinguished publishers. But he is a marked man, and although he struggles to lead a normal life, he finds love, marries, and has a son. He continues to speak truth to power, and power continues to persecute him. He publishes the Bible in French translation and a number of tracts suggesting moderate reforms in the church. The Roman Church had up to then allowed only the Latin version to be printed, so only a priestly elite could read it. Publishing a translation in the vernacular is enough to condemn Etienne as a heretic. He dies at age 37, executed on his birthday. No real portrait of Etienne Dolet exists. At least 3 were produced after his death, each showing a man in his late 50s with long gray beard, one of them with a gargoyle face, as the church wanted to portray him. For the cover of my book, I chose a portrait of a young man by an anonymous 16th century artist. In my view, it comes much closer to the man I envision, his age, stature, and aspect. Who knows, perhaps it truly is a portrait of Etienne Dolet. By the way, my book has been called a non-fiction novel because it presents the life of Dolet as I established it after thorough research. The title of my book is simply Dolet. This is, of course, the protagonist's name, but it also means in Latin, he suffers. I found this coincidence significant enough to entitle the book with that single word. Etienne Dolet. His is the typical fate of just men who dare to tell the bald truth to power. Now I'm going to go find a book because I'm going to read